If I had to choose just one single exercise for shoulder flexibility, the Cobra pose would be on that list for sure. This is a tremendously effective exercise you can use to stretch your shoulders and entire upper body. And the good news is that you just need a pair of gymnastic rings. Let's see how to do it. The flexibility guy, Coach Elia. In order to correctly perform a Cobra pose, you do want to have the rings set approximately at your belly height. You might need a yoga block. What you do want to do is this. You do want to grab the rings and relax your shoulders, drive your chest down, extend your elbows, and let your trunk and legs rest on the floor. We're talking about the standard variation here, and the more you can push your hips under the rings and the more you can open through the shoulders. So you do want to drive your trunk forward. The more you can do that, the stronger the stretch will be. A little tip I can give you here, it's all about your activations, okay? If you want to stretch your shoulders correctly, you don't want to flare your rib cage out and retract your shoulder blades like this. As you can see here, I'm focusing on my T-spine, which may be good, but I'm losing the stretch on my shoulders. If I want to focus on my shoulders, I have to protract my shoulder blades, so move the shoulder blades away from each other, and keep my chest in. The more I do that, the more I can focus on my shoulders. I have to relax the shoulder blades and the shoulders, of course, shrug the shoulders up, keep the elbows straight, chest in, flat rib cage, and from here I open through the armpits. So I drive the armpits forward without flaring the rib cage out and pulling the shoulders back, all right? So shoulders in front, armpits in front, and chest in. Try to shrug your shoulder blades up since you're touching the floor here in this first variation. Relax the shoulders, shrug the shoulder blades up, and feel the stretch in the entire upper body. This first variation is easy because you're touching the floor with your belly and with your legs, so you can relax into the stretch, which is okay, and it has to be part of your training. But if you want to increase the intensity of the stretch, all you have to do is this. You do want to raise the rings up, and then let's say the harder variation of the Cobra pose. Harder variation means higher ring setup. Now, when we get into the stretch, we're not gonna touch the floor anymore with the trunk, but we may want to relax on the floor with the legs to start with. Then, to make it more and more intense, we can put the toes on the floor, and from here, we do want to slowly extend the knees and push our body forward. In this way, we're gonna create the best stretch possible on our shoulders and thoracic spine. Make sure that you're not extending through the lower back, but you are getting into the stretch thanks to the shoulder and thoracic spine stretch. Keep your legs straight for a greater stretch, or your legs on the floor for a more relaxed stretch. You choose here. It doesn't matter the variation you use. When you are in the stretch, you want to breathe. And when you breathe, you do want to keep your chest in and focus the stretch on the upper part of your body. This is going to drastically increase the amount of stretch you can feel on your shoulders and thoracic spine, allowing you to increase your relaxation effect and your flexibility at the same time. The ideal amount of time you want to spend in this stretch to increase your shoulder and upper body flexibility is between 10 and 20 breaths, repeated for 2 to 4 training sets. The way you grab the rings doesn't make a lot of difference, but if you keep a pronated grip, which means that you keep the palms facing in front of you, you're going to stretch your shoulders and your lats in a certain way. The more you externally rotate, so the more you move your hands out, so for example with your palms facing each other, the more you're gonna focus the stretch on your lats, because the lats are internal rotator muscles. So when you externally rotate, which is what's happening in this case, you stretch those muscles more. This is how you want to perform the Cobra pose, one of the best exercises you can use to increase your upper body flexibility. If you enjoyed the content, before you go, hit the thumb up button, leave a comment down below, tell me whatever kind of questions or doubts you may have, also any other stretches you may want to see on this channel. Thank you so much for staying with me, have a nice stretch and see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, if you want to improve your shoulders, upper body and back flexibility with all the exercises you need, you should definitely check out this book, Shoulders Range, which is available on Amazon right now.